Good Tuesday evening, tax day, April 15th, and welcome to the NCWLIFE Evening News. I'm Grant Olson. Here are a few of the stories we have coming up for you tonight. A Wenatchee man is held on suspicion of attempted murder after allegedly imprisoning and beating his disabled spouse. Traffic delays should be expected tomorrow on Malaga-Alcoa Highway as Chelan County Public Works crews remove invasive trees. Sunny, breezy, and cooler the next couple of days. I'll have your full local weather forecast coming up. A Chelan County judge handed out penalties on Monday in two long-running child pornography cases. 55-year-old Michael J. Ross of Leavenworth has been jailed since his arrest in February of 2023 after sheriff's detectives said he'd shared child sexual abuse material online. Ross, a registered nurse, eventually pleaded guilty 2 months ago to 3 counts of child porn distribution plus a criminal mischief charge. Judge Travis Brandt sentenced Ross to 6 years in prison. Brandt also handed a prison term of just under 3 years to another Leavenworth man, 26-year-old Cayman Rain Matthews, jailed since 2023 after gathering explicit images of children from the internet. He pleaded guilty to 2 counts of child porn possession and received a 34-month sentence. A Wenatchee man is held on suspicion of attempted murder after allegedly imprisoning and beating his disabled spouse. 42-year-old Christopher Donald Pettick was jailed in the Chelan County Regional Justice Center early Saturday after Wenatchee police were called to an apartment complex on South Mission Street. Pettick allegedly punched and strangled his wife, who uses a wheelchair, and kept her restrained while he assaulted her in the apartment bathroom for close to 4 hours. He's also accused of making threats to end her life and cutting her with a handsaw. Pettick is held on $500,000 bond on suspicion of second-degree attempted murder, unlawful imprisonment, harassment, and resisting arrest. He has not yet been charged. The Manson School District is once again looking at the idea of a 4-day school week. They first explored the switch last spring, but decided not to apply for the state's economy efficiency waiver at that time. That waiver, offered by Washington's Office of Superintendent of Public Instruction, lets small districts with fewer than 1,000 students shorten the school week to 4 days. Our media partner, the Wenatchee World, reports the district is now gathering input from families, staff, students, and the community. The school board is expected to make a final decision at its April 28th meeting. Tense moments in the Washington State House yesterday as representatives passed changes to the Parents' Rights in Education established by last year's Initiative 2081. Senate Bill 5181 passed on a nearly party-line vote, but only after hours of debate and parliamentary maneuvering. Parents' rights has been a hot-button issue this legislative session. Among the changes in the bill, it excludes student health and medical records from the education records parents have a right to request and review, and it removes provisions requiring parental notice when a child gets non-emergency medical services at school. Democrats in support of the bill argued they passed last year's initiative with the understanding that changes needed to be made.
2081 has caused confusion and needs to be addressed. This is confusion that we know was coming because we asked the questions initially. And now at this point in time, schools are asking for direction so that they are clear.
Discussion on the bill began just before noon and went on for hours until Democrats invoked a rule to bring it to a final vote. Republicans were furious and introduced various motions to delay it. They argued the bill puts the state between students and their parents and erodes trust in public education.
I believe we've passed the Rubicon. There is no turning back from the damage that's going to happen to our children, to the parents, and ultimately the exodus out of our public schools in Washington State.
Let's Go Washington, the group that pushed I-2081, has already filed a new ballot initiative to repeal the bill after it's signed into law. It now goes back to the Senate for approval of House amendments. When we come back, 8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier will hold a town hall meeting Thursday night in Wenatchee, and traffic delays should be expected tomorrow on Malaga-Alcoa Highway as Chelan County Public Works crews remove invasive trees. I'm Grant Olson, and you're watching the NCWLIFE Evening News.
Caught in a conflict? Family? Workplace? Neighbor? Business? Housing disputes? Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center provides mediation services, a cost-effective and efficient way to provide a written resolution to disputes and issues. Plus, we offer mediation training and community education on conflict resolution and communication skills. Contact us to learn more.
Hi, I'm Amanda Walden with A. Walden Insurance Group. Medicare can be overwhelming, but you don't have to figure it out alone. I've been helping people understand their Medicare options for over a decade. Medicare isn't a one-size-fits-all. I'll help you understand your coverage options so you can feel confident in your decisions. Let's find the right Medicare plan for you. Call me today or come and see me at my office located on South Chelan Avenue in Wenatchee between the YMCA and the Social Security office. I look forward to meeting you soon.
At Local Myth Pizza, we believe in real food, freshly prepared with only premium ingredients. Our cheeses are imported from Italy. Our sauces, dressings, and even our sausages are made in-house fresh daily. Featuring Northwest craft beers and 30 Chelan Valley wines and ciders. Family fun and amazing food. Eat local, drink local, and be local at Local Myth Pizza.
Come see why Sunset Magazine says you can't beat Local Myth Pizza.
8th District Congresswoman Kim Schreier will hold a town hall meeting Thursday evening in Wenatchee. The location for the 5:30 p.m. event hasn't yet been announced, but constituents can RSVP for a seat and to ask a question in advance through the Representatives Town Hall subscriber list. That sign-up can be found on her website at schreier.house.gov. Schreier, a pediatrician from Sammamish, is the first Democrat to represent the 8th Congressional District, winning election in 2018. The district crosses the Cascade Mountains to include areas of King and Pierce County, as well as the Wenatchee Valley. Chelan Douglas Volunteer Attorney Services and Columbia Breaks Board President Dave Spees are winners of a State Volunteer Award. The 2025 Washington State Volunteer Service Awards from Serve Washington recognize individuals and groups for their commitment to volunteer service and impact on communities throughout the state. Serve Washington said Chelan Douglas Volunteer Attorney Services worked with over 50 volunteer attorneys to donate more than 450 pro bono hours of legal services to clients last year. Dave Spees was recognized due to his active role in the Columbia Breaks Fire Interpretive Center's youth programs, which he has volunteered with since 2002. Both the legal nonprofit and Spees were Serve Washington's Chelan County recipients. The local literary nonprofit Right on the River has announced the winners of its 17th annual Writers Competition. A panel of judges selected 3 winners for nonfiction and 3 for fiction, who will share $1,200 in cash awards. First place in fiction was awarded to Wenatchee World editor Pete O'Kane for his piece, The Orchardarians. First place in nonfiction was awarded to Rebecca Jensen of Twist for her piece, Ranked Luft. All 6 winners have been invited to read their winning entries for the 4 Minutes of Fame open mic event at the Wenatchee Valley Museum and Cultural Center coming up on May 22nd. Traffic delays should be expected this Wednesday on Malaga-Alcoa Highway as Chelan County Public Works crews remove invasive trees. According to the Department of Agriculture, invasive trees are non-native plants that can be harmful to the local ecosystem. The team will be removing trees in the right-of-way between mileposts 0.76 and 0.85 from 7:30 a.m. until 1:30 p.m. One lane will be available for drivers with flaggers present to help control the flow of traffic. Delays should be expected of up to 10 minutes. Coming up next, 1 week from today is Earth Day, the international celebration of the environment, clean energy, and stewardship of the natural world. We'll tell you about an event coming up this weekend at Wenatchee Valley College in tonight's feature story. Our skies will stay sunny the next couple of days, but expect breezy and cooler weather. I'll have all the details coming up in your full local weather forecast. That and much more still to come tonight. Please stay with us.
Merry Maids can clean your entire home, business, or vacation rental from top to bottom, inside and out. Merry Maids will even take care of cleaning your carpets, and they can pressure wash your home. Merry Maids has thousands of happy customers. They've been cleaning homes and businesses in our valley for over 25 years. Check out their glowing reviews at merrymaidesofwenatchee.com and call the cleaning experts, Merry Maids, to get your free estimate. Your satisfaction is guaranteed, so relax. It's done.
Celebrate Apple Blossom with the Stamilk Grand Parade Saturday, May 3rd at 11 a.m. on the NCWLIFE channel. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Boswell's Home Furnishings, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Merry Maids, Together for Youth, and the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Watch the Stamilk Grand Parade Saturday, May 3rd on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
NCWLIFE's news team is keeping an eye on North Central Washington. Join us each weekday evening at 5, 6, and 10 for the NCWLIFE Evening News, with interviews, in-depth reporting, and the kind of insights you can't find anywhere else. We're the hometown news station for the Wenatchee Valley, the Cascade Foothills, and up and down the Columbia River. Thanks for watching NCWLIFE, proud to be part of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
1 week from today is Earth Day, the international celebration of the environment, clean energy, and stewardship of the natural world. To mark the occasion, Wenatchee Valley College plays host this Saturday to the Community Earth Day Fair. It's scheduled for 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. on the Wenatchee campus. In tonight's feature story, NCWLIFE's Dan Kuntz spoke with Professor Joan Kazi about Wenatchee Valley College's own efforts to make the college green and sustainable.
There's a lot of things we're doing in regards to sustainability on campus. We work very closely with the facilities department. Rich Peters, the head of facilities, is part of our committee. We have students on the committee. So we're really driven by the things that the students want to see on campus in terms of sustainability. And a lot of that has to do with making sure we're energy efficient. We're so lucky we have renewable energy here. What a great place to practice sustainability. And they also are interested in waste diversion. So like you said, we have a recycling program. We were one of the first institutions down in the valley here, us and the hospital, to have food waste compost pickup with Winton Manufacturing. And we have some really fun programs like we do with our residence halls. We have food waste compost there for the students who live there, and they take it to, or we have some students who take it to a worm bin that we have, and then feed it to the worms. The worms reproduce. The worms are fed to the fish. The fish in the fish tank are used in the salmon and fisheries class, and then the castings go to our greenhouse to feed our plant starts. So we're really trying to keep this sort of regenerative, circular economy on campus and making sure that we are practicing sustainability and not just teaching about it.
Yeah, it's one thing to teach about it, but when these kids walk out of here with their degree in hand, you want to have the momentum continue.
Exactly, yeah. And we want to make sure that we're training them for work in the green workforce. You know, some of our students go straight into the workforce, and so we are really, we've done interviews or surveys with our local regional employers to find out what sort of skills do they want to see in the students in 5 years, 10 years related to the green economy. So we're really trying to cater what we teach and what we do towards that future thinking, like what will our students need, what will our community need, because we are a community-centered institution, right? That's why this opportunity for having the Earth Day come to campus was so ideal for us, because we love the community partnerships and we really wanted to make sure that everyone knows the great things we're doing on campus, but also that we are a welcoming place for people in our community. In fact, one of the things that we will be doing after this wonderful Earth Day fair.
Yeah, you have a whole slate of stuff all into the next part of the week, right?
That's right, that's right. On the Tuesday, which is the actual Earth Day, April 22nd, the National Earth Day that's been going since 1970, we will be having it's also National Poetry Month, so we're having poetry readings. Of course, most of those are earth-centered poetry. We have Derek Sheffield.
Is Derek going to do it? Oh, good.
We have Derek Sheffield, our soon-to-be poet laureate, who will be there. He's definitely emceeing that event. And so that's open to the public. Starts at 1:30 in our MAC building at the Grove Recital Hall.
Time now to take a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Hope you enjoyed this beautiful Tuesday with temperatures well above normal. And as we look outside our weather window, lots of blue sky and sunshine out there today. Boy, wind wasn't even a factor, at least here in the Wenatchee Valley, with wind only about 5 to 10 miles an hour. But as we get to Wednesday, wind will become a factor, especially not so much in the Wenatchee Valley, where we'll see wind gusts possibly. Still don't know if we will, about 20 to 25 miles an hour. But boy, as you get into Moses Lake, up into Omak, look at that. 40 to 45 mile an hour gusts are possible. Moses Lake, you could see a gust of about 40 miles an hour. And that even goes probably for the Waterville area tomorrow as well. So we're going to cool down, and it is going to be a windy Wednesday. But today, how beautiful. Unofficially, high temperature today, 71. It's almost 10 degrees above where we should be for this time of year. 62 is our normal. Our record high, 1988. We saw a high of 77 degrees. This morning, 43, our normal 40 degrees. And our record cold for the second day in a row, going back to 2022, where it was 23 degrees. Sunrise this morning at 6:12, and it sets this evening at 7:51. All right, getting into Wednesday now. As I mentioned, we will cool off somewhat tomorrow. 67 for the Columbia Basin, Moses Lake, and Ephrata. Quincy, you will also see 67 tomorrow. 66 for Wenatchee, mid-60s in Eniat and Chelan. High temperature tomorrow in Leavenworth, around 64 degrees. And boy, as you move east on I-90, it's going to be windy tomorrow, mainly because we do have a trough of low pressure sliding to the east, or to the west rather, and with high pressure to the west, that'll kick up the winds tomorrow. But tonight, partly cloudy skies and mild with lows in the mid-40s. And there you have it for Wednesday. An inverted trough of low pressure, high pressure off the coast. We'll see breezy and cooler conditions for your Wednesday with high temperatures in the mid-60s. But consider that's still above normal for this time of year. For Thursday, back to the sunshine as high pressure retakes control of our weather. We'll see cooler weather too on Thursday. Notice the northwesterly flow. That'll bring us that cooler air Thursday. High temperatures back to seasonal into those low 60s. And to end the work week on Friday, boy, it looks beautiful. Sunny skies and warmer. Hardly a breath of wind for Friday afternoon with high temperatures in those upper 60s. And then as we get you into the Easter weekend, our weather begins to change once again. High pressure broadens out in the Pacific, but some low clouds will move in following that area of low pressure that's above Montana, the northwestern part of Montana. We'll see breezy conditions on Saturday with highs in the mid-60s. And then for your Easter Sunday, once again, some breezy conditions expected. Partly cloudy skies, a few scattered showers in the Cascades. Your Easter Sunday high temperatures somewhere in those low 60s. And then as we kick off the next work week on Monday, expect partly cloudy skies. We will see seasonal high temperatures with readings somewhere in the low, maybe mid-60s on Monday. Getting into the end of our forecast Monday, I should say, partly cloudy and seasonal. We'll see high temperatures again somewhere in those low 60s, so back to more normal weather next week. But enjoy this. 44 overnight tonight, sunny and breezy on Wednesday and 66. Good deal of sunshine both Thursday and Friday. We'll see 63 Thursday. Beautiful day Friday with highs around 68. And then a mix of clouds Saturday through Monday. Breezy conditions at times. times. 66 Saturday, 63 on your Easter Sunday, and then 62 with partly cloudy skies on Monday. And that's a look at your North Central Washington weather forecast. Coming up next, tonight's sports report with Eric Granstrom and more as the NCWLIFE Evening News continues right after this.
Celebrate Apple Blossom with a classy chassis parade on Friday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. on the NCWLIFE channel. Coverage is brought to you in part by our Platinum supporter, Alpine Air Heating and Cooling. Also by Aging and Adult Care of Central Washington, Boswell's Home Furnishings, Harvest Valley Pest Control, Merry Maids, Together for Youth, and the Wenatchee Valley Dispute Resolution Center. Watch the classy chassis parade Friday, May 2nd at 6 p.m. on your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel.
I'm Jen Mueller. Watch for my show, I Cook, You Measure on NCWLIFE. It's part cooking instruction, part entertainment, and all about connecting over food and wine with your favorite Northwest athletes.
Watch I Cook, You Measure with Jen Mueller Mondays at 1, Wednesdays at 2, Fridays at 11 a.m., and Saturday and Sundays at 10:30 p.m. right here on the NCWLIFE channel. Happy Tuesday. It's rather appropriate that the girl who grew up in the Wenatchee Valley wearing number 11 and spent part of her collegiate career as number 11 was selected number 11 overall in last night's WNBA draft. Haley Van Lith, who grew up as a gym rat here in North Central Washington and became a star at Cashmere High School, is now headed to the pros.
With the 11th pick in the 2025 WNBA draft, the Chicago Sky select Haley Van Lith, Texas Christian University.
You see a huge hug from Haley Van Lith with mom and dad, regular fixtures during her games throughout her collegiate career. Her boyfriend, NBA star Jalen Suggs, in the building, and Haley Van Lith, a first-round pick after just a terrific season at TCU, taking 3 different schools to the Elite Eight throughout her collegiate career, and now headed to the Chicago Sky.
And I really love this pick for the Chicago Sky. They traded and brought in the veteran point guard and Courtney Vandersluiter, got her in free agency, and this is a perfect opportunity now for Haley Van Lith as a young point guard, ready and eager to learn, to be able to do it from one of the best.
And she is going to be playing alongside someone she shared the court with in Angel Reese. Those two played together at LSU. There's a connection there, there's a synergy there, and the competitive edge of Haley Van Lith will be so fun to watch at the next level. She is someone that loves this game so much. She's committed so much to it. And the transfer to TCU and making that move and almost finding herself again, it was fun for us to watch. Now we get to watch her at the next level.
The WNBA draft coverage was live on ESPN last night. Haley was quick to show appreciation to the Sky for drafting her.
Well, hello, everybody. First off, I would just like to begin with thanking Chicago. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And, you know, all I have asked for is an opportunity my whole career. And I couldn't be more honored and blessed that they were the team that gave me that opportunity. So first and foremost, I would just like to thank that organization for taking a chance on me.
Van Lith says she wants to bring her gritty attitude to Chicago to work her way into the lineup.
First and foremost, I'm wanting to bring a toughness, a resilience, whatever, my role is, whatever my opportunities are. I think I just want to contribute to the culture of tough, selfless, hardworking players that I think that they're looking to join to the program. And so that's what I am looking to bring. It's more of an attitude, a mindset than anything. And, I think I'm more than capable of doing that.
Haley will be reunited with her former teammates while she was at LSU, Angel Reese. She says she's excited to reunite with an old friend.
Angel has maintained contact with me this whole past year since she's been in the league and I transferred. I really appreciate her. We have a very mature relationship, a mutual respect relationship where we both have respect for each other's game and also the character and the person we are off the court. So mostly I'm just excited to get to be around her again. I think we have a lot of similarities about how we carry ourselves and our mindset on, what's important to us. And, she's a dog, man. She turns up the intensity of everybody around her. So I'm excited to be in that environment with her again, where she can pull more out of me than I think I have.
Now Haley has just 12 days to move to Chicago and prepare for training camp beginning April 27th. Sky's first preseason game is May 2nd against the Brazil national team. Congrats to Haley Van Lith. Well, the Mariners begin a 6-game road trip in Cincinnati today for the first of 3 games against the Reds. Seattle and Cincinnati come in with identical 8-8 records as the teams meet at Great American Ballpark. Today's game features Luis Castillo for the M's going against the Reds' Nick Lodolo, who is off to a great start. The game broadcast on Root Sports Northwest. Just one game Monday in the American League West. St. Louis down Houston 8-3. The Astros are a game behind the Mariners while Seattle trails the Angels by a game and a half. Texas is a full game in front of Seattle and a half game behind L.A. Speaking of L.A., the Kings are in Seattle for the regular season finale of the NHL season against the Kraken tonight, despite a disappointing season in which Seattle will miss the playoffs for the second straight year. Coach Dan Bilesma says he appreciates the fan support.
Amazing. I am right from the start of the season when there's full anticipation and huge emotion for success. Fans are there each and every night, and when things haven't been going as well, and even in course of a game, the fans are there 100% and right to the end. And I got a text from someone after the last game, like saying your fans are amazing. Like it felt like a playoff type game and playoff atmosphere with the fans from the beginning right to the end and into the shootout. So our fans have been amazing, and our players know it, our players feel it, and it's a pleasure to play in front of them, and we just want to make it a pleasure for them to watch us.
Tonight's game begins at 7:30. It'll be on ESPN. It's a battle for first place of the Big Nine tonight on the NCWLIFE channel. The 9-0 Wenatchee Panthers host the 6-0 Moses Lake Mavericks at Recreation Park. The game streamed live on our Facebook page and broadcast tonight on TV at 7 o'clock. I'll be joined by Brandon Schmitten with a call here on the NCWLIFE channel. Rest of the busy schedule has Natchez Valley and Cashmere for a doubleheader. Oroville's hosting Manson. Freitas at East Valley. Quincy hosts Othello. Chelan visits Brewster. And Omak is at Cascade. Girls fast pitch softball. Freitas is hosting a twin bill with Tompanish. Cashmere girls also have a doubleheader at home against Natchez Valley. Eastmont's home against West Valley for 2. Wenatchee is hosting Eisenhower, and Manson is visiting Bridgeport. There are 9 boys soccer matches on the schedule, starting with Cascade at Brewster and Okanagan at Bridgeport. Tonasket hosts Chelan, while Omak is at Oroville. Moses Lake takes on Eastmont. Prosser visits Quincy, while Ephrata is hosting Sela. The Cashmere boys are at Natchez Valley. Wenatchee plays at home against Sunnyside tonight in the Apple Bowl. That starts at 7 o'clock. And that's a look at sports news. I'm Eric Granstrom. Have a happy Tuesday.
And that will do it for our newscast tonight. For more news from around North Central Washington, you can find us at ncwlife.com, on our social media channels, or on our mobile app for iPhone and Android. And remember, if you see news happening, we'd like to hear from you. Email us at news@ncwlife.com or give us a call at 888-6295. I'm Grant Olson. Thanks so much for being with us, and have a great night.